All right, 97.7 Outlaw Radio FM listeners, we are here. We are live in full effect with the king of the underground. We got Jay, the Realist, right here, right now. How you doing?
What up with it, big dog?
I'm doing pretty good, man. How's everything on your end, man? Like 2020's been really kicking our asses this year.
Man, I'm ready to get rid of 2020, man. I lost my pops just like a few weeks ago. So 2020, I'm ready to get it over with.
I want to say, man, my sincere condolences to you and your family, man. That's never a good thing to go through.
Yeah, appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
But I want to take you back to the beginning, Jay. Like, what actually made you decide and inspire you to get into the music industry?
You know, it's always been the hip hop culture itself, like the culture itself, like the movement, the clothing, the pioneers from back in the day, the Rakims, the LL Cool J's, the Heavy D's, you know what I'm saying, Big Punch, Big L. Those are the type of guys that I looked up to coming up, you know what I'm saying, and I always wanted to imitate what they was doing. I always wanted to figure out, like, how do they make the crowd respond to something by just using words, and it was always a powerful thing to me, and I always wanted to be a part of that culture.
And I gotta say, man, those are some phenomenal individuals to really inspire you to get in the music industry, man. Big Pun was one of my absolute favorites growing up, man. It's sad to hear that, you know, he passed away, man, but he most definitely is one of the most lyrical spitters probably in all of the East Coast, in my personal opinion.
Yeah, another one of my guys, Ty Boots, man, he's underrated, man, like for real.
And I gotta ask you, man. I gotta ask you, Jay, because one thing I was really thinking about, man, when I was putting together this interview, I really want to know, how did you get your stage name, Jay the Realist?
Jay the Realist. Well, look, my government name is Jarrell, right? So, like, I don't got no filter. I ain't got no cap with the things that I say and the things that I do. So the people that I hang around, they be like, man, you one of the realest ones ever. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, what are you talking about, bro? Just like, we just gonna stick with Jay the Realist. We don't call you Jay the Realist. You just too real. You ain't got no filter. You ain't got no cap with nobody. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is with you. So people just been called. It's like the hood, the streets gave me that name.
And I gotta say, man, I really do. I gotta say as well, people can really see that within your lyrics. Hear that within your lyrics as well, man, because you really do have some real rugged, raw rhymes.
Oh, yeah, no cap in my rap, man. I try to be authentic as possible. If I'm not giving you what I've been through personally, trust and believe if somebody close to me or some situation that I thought it affected me or affected somebody else in a way. You know what I'm saying? I speak things that people are afraid to say it or don't know how to say it. I try to speak it out for them. You know what I'm saying? I be that voice for them.
And also, as well, I noticed that we actually got connected through Big Raw management. I have to ask you, how did yourself and Big Raw get connected? Because he's a cool dude.
Oh, yeah, man. Shout out to Big Raw for sure, man. Like, I don't know, I was on the internet, man, just like, I guess I was doing my little internet promotion of one of my singles called Have It All. You know what I'm saying? Which you can find it on all streaming music platforms right now, so make sure y'all get that Jay the Realist Have It All. But I was sharing it, I think he came across it or somebody else had gave it to him, you know what I'm saying? He hit me up and was like, he liked the song, it's hot, you know what I'm saying? He wanted to work with me and was telling me the things he could do for me, and it sounded good. And I'm like, man, that's the go, let's get it. If you about their life, I'm about their life, let's get it. And hey, long story short, here's where we are today.
And I have to say, man, he is most definitely a phenomenal individual, man. Like, me and him, we've been chopping it up here for this past year. And he's probably one of the most humblest individuals you could probably ever actually meet within the music industry.
See, like, I'm waiting until this whole little pandemic thing over with so we can actually get to move around like we want to, man. That's why I can't wait until this year is over with.
And I also noticed as well, aside from you being a hip-hop artist, you were actually the A&R at Pit Boy Music. I have to ask you, what actually made you decide to get into that venture? What made you decide to venture into that side of the music industry and be an A&R?
Actually, that was given to me by a friend, a position given to me by a friend. Shout out to Young Tizzy, you know what I'm saying? How that came about was basically, he seen that I was a dope artist. We already worked together, you know what I'm saying? We got plenty of projects that's going to pop out, so y'all be on the lookout for that. But he was like, bro, you want to be an A&R? You know what I'm saying? Like, you got talent, I know you got an ear for music, so why don't you go ahead and, You know what I'm saying? Get you a couple artists out here. So, you know, that's how that came about. So I've been just shopping around and trying to find some new dope artists, you know what I'm saying? Because I got an ear for music, man. You know what I'm saying? I love music. I got a passion for it. And I just feel like music is it's a universal language, and it's a lot of dope artists out here. I just want to work with all that I can.
And I have to ask you as well, is that something that you actually want to do after you're done? After you're done, like performing music, do you think you actually will keep your A&R role as well?
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. We gonna keep that going, man. Cause I mean, this generation of music is more after us. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be more after us. You know what I'm saying? It don't stop here. And you know, as long as it's real music, authentic. You know what I'm saying? It got substance with a meaning behind it. We gonna rock it out.
And also, I noticed as well that you were actually signed to Paperwork Music Group. I have to ask you, how did you actually land that record contract?
Shout out to Paperwork Music, Viewside, the gang. That is actually ran by myself, my homeboy Tommy Hearns, which is also my cameraman, and my brother Tokyo Escobar. Y'all should be looking out for him. He got a dope single called Chasing Dragons. Basically, we came up with Paperwork Music Group after we had lost a situation in the past of getting played by another situation, you know. So we ended up bumping heads together, like, you know, we all got talent, we all businessmen, we all trying to get to the same level. Let's work together, and that's how it came out. Paperwork was about that money, but we also about that music too.
And I have to ask you as well, who is currently signed alongside you over at that record label?
It's only a few of us, man. It's real tight family. It's basically family. I got, let's see, my little brother, Jizzle Finesse. I got Jay Smooth. Let's see, we got Tokyo Escobar. We got myself. We got King Hearns. I'm trying to make things official with my homegirl Kiara. She's a dope singer. Y'all should be looking out for her. And yeah, we just basically building right now. We're in the steps of building an empire, basically.
And also, the one thing I have to mention as well, I remember the work you did with Tokyo Escobar, man. You guys have phenomenal chemistry together, man. How did you two actually get connected?
Man, that's my dog, man. That's my brother. Shout out to Tokyo, man. He down there in Texas right now. How me and him got together, you know, God works in mysterious ways. So like he put people in position at the right time. So like I was working with this group, this record label called Mascot F13, and like he was with them as well, and we didn't know of each other until we met up in the studio, and we put a song together. I forgot what song it was. Sorry about that, but it's been so long. But we put the song together, and we seen the chemistry on that. And since then, we've been running, man, and we both experienced the same situation, the bad situation with the other label. So we both shook at the same time. We made paperwork, you know what I'm saying, and ever since then, it's been up.
And also, you have an album out currently right now titled Show You Off. I have to ask you, what's the inspiration behind that phenomenal record? And of course, where can our listeners buy or stream themselves a copy today?
All right, to keep it 100, and I'm sorry for all of these female fans, but my inspiration came from my wife, honestly. She's everything to me, dog. The song is basically, you can find that everywhere on all music streaming platforms. Type in Jada Realist Show You Off, and I'm guaranteed it's going to pop up in my top tracks. Guarantee you. Video is coming real soon. But like I said, the inspiration for that video is my wife, but basically it's for any person that has a significant other that they are in love with, or they just feel like they just want to show them off. You know what I'm saying? And that's what they come from.
And also as well, back in around September, I think it was like mid-September, I remember this popping up on my Facebook, but you actually dropped a project titled Jay the Realist Northside Baby 2. I have to ask you, man, where can our listeners actually snag that project? And if you can, tell us a little bit more about it.
Northside Baby is like 13 tracks of straight bangers. I'm talking about it's taking you through a trip of where I come from. Northside St. Louis, Walnut Park. Shout out to my hood, 6100. What it do? But basically, it's basically a journey of who I am, Jay the Realist, where I come from, and the type of environment that molded me into who I am. So like you got 13 bangers back to back that I'm guarantee you play back to back. It is only on Reverb Nation at the time. Unfortunately, I will be having it placed everywhere else, but at the moment right now, go check that out on Reverb Nation. Northside, baby.
And one thing I do have to ask, because I know a lot of my listeners, they really do still love that compact disc format. I was wondering, do you have any hard copies available of that record today?
Actually, we are in the process of making that. You took the words right out of my mouth. That's the next thing I was going to talk about. We have copies that I will be hand passing out as well. You will be able to pick up in certain local stores coming up very, very soon. So be on the lookout for that within like the next week.
And also,
for the first 100 people that buy the copy of Northside, baby, you will be getting a free shirt and a free poster.
Hey, that's actually a pretty good incentive, everybody. So make sure you snag yourself a copy ASAP.
Yes, sir.
And I also, as well, speaking of t-shirts and whatnot, you also have merchandise available. I was wondering, other than t-shirts and posters and whatnot, what kind of merchandise do you have? And of course, where can our listeners actually buy some?
Well, we got the Realist work, CKOR-DB. And the place to find there right now is all up on my website, on my fan page. I'm pretty sure it's on my all my social media sites. But if you want anything of my merch, all you gotta do is hit me up, hit up one of my teammates. I got shirts, I got t-shirts, I got long sleeves, sweaters, onesies for babies, socks, hoodies, hats. You name it, we got it. You need a cup for your office? Got you a nice Realist work mug to sit up on that desk for you too.
And also, November 28th, you actually dropped the video for your song Mobbing. I have to ask you, what is the inspiration behind that phenomenal video, man? Because I gotta say, I was kicking back, I was watching that, and I have to say, man, that video is hard as fuck. Excuse my language, but it is.
Appreciate it, man. Look, one thing with me, man, I try to be as raw and authentic as possible. I actually shot that video in my hood, man. Shout out to my hood again. But, yeah, we shot that right on the north side of St. Louis, man. Like, everything that I've been doing musically has always been inspired by where I come from and the past artists that I listen to. So it's like my hood always inspired me for that. So I always try to be raw, authentic as possible.
And I have to ask you, Jay, what is next for you, man? Is there anything I happen to miss during this interview? Anything else you still want to promote? We still have you here live on the Canadian airwaves.
Oh, yeah. Well, for one, let me shout out to you, DJ Immortal, for putting me up on this. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely messing with y'all, man. Shout out to Canada, man. I do got a movie called I'm Strapped In that we are working on currently with Viewside Films. And we also got another project with Tamara Burkell. We paying homage to Juice. If y'all remember the movie Juice with Omar Epps and Tupac Shakur, well, we going to be paying homage to that movie. So it's like we're going to be showing some of the important messages in that movie, as well as incorporating our own messages into the world that fits in what's going on today. You know what I'm saying? So be on the lookout for, it's called I'm Juiced Up. So make sure y'all be looking for that too as well. And like I say, a merch gang, you need that merch, just hit me up. I got you. All on social media sites. I'm on every single social media site. So hit up Jay the Realist and I got you.
And I'm going to be honest, Jay, I actually have 3 copies of the movie Juice. I got a VHS copy and 2 on DVD. Oh, yeah. So you already know I'm going to be watching that movie when it gets released, bro.
Man, it's a classic, man, and thank you. Please do. It's going to have a powerful message behind it, man. I think everybody going to be needing to see this one.
And also, Jay, this is the time in the interview that I give a chance for the individual that slides into the radio station airwaves. Just a chance to give shoutouts to whomever they want to give shoutouts to. And of course, man, your social media handles. That way our listeners can follow you and stay updated on everything Jay the Realist if they're not already doing so.
Alright, bet. Look, make sure y'all follow me at j.therealist.314 on IG. Make sure that you follow me on The Realist 314 on Snapchat. Follow me on Facebook, Jay the Realist. On all music streaming platforms, you can type in Jay the Realist. You can Google me. I'm everywhere, man. Shout out to my hood, 6100, Northside 1 Point. Shout out to my team, Tommy, my bro, Tony. I got Tokyo, Kiara, my brothers, my sisters. Hold y'all head up. We about to do this. It's all good. Cops got our back. Shout out to all my real ones. whole lot of y'all to name, man. Y'all know who y'all is, man. We doing this, man. It's up there from here. Let's go.
And I gotta say, Jay, thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy evening and coming on 97.7 Outlaw Radio FM, man. It was an absolute honor and most definitely a privilege, and I hope down the line we can make this happen again sometime soon.
Oh, yes, for sure. Thank y'all, man. Bless up.
Most definitely, man. Have yourself a wonderful night.
You know that.